Alright, welcome to the PodDre fucking podcast where we talk about all things holy. Because we're here to praise, you know. Lots of things to praise. It just took me like 30 minutes to figure out my mic right now.
It was funny. It was entertaining.
Yeah, you guys probably saw some kind of cut worth of that. But I don't even know whether if we should start over or what. I have no clue.
Okay, one more start. I'm gonna just cut it. just piece it together.
Just all piece it together. Welcome to the new set. We put these plants over there and put this back there, and then move these chairs up here. And look at how much of a difference it makes. It honestly does. Like,
it looks so good.
I think it's oh my god, dude. My girlfriend told me this was gonna happen too.
I watched it happen. I'm a witness. He got on camera with his fly down. Everyone's worst nightmare, and somehow also the funniest thing that could have started the podcast.
God.
So.
When Dick was out that entire time.
I don't know. She has to be the one to examine.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You can't ever bring up like, hey, like, you know, even if you got like a friend that like,
hey, your tampon strings hanging out of your booty shorts. Maybe you should.
I was thinking way something different.
Oh.
I was thinking like your buddy's got some fucking like ketchup on his crotch. You know, like
Ketchup.
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 Yeah, like catch.
Catch.
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
With an E.
I don't know why I say it like that.
E.
Ketchup. That sounds weird.
Kitchen up.
That's probably what most like whites thought in the 50s. They're just like, let me just add some of this shit on here. And
true.
And all their alcoholic husbands were just like, oh, this shit's fucking
sugar tomatoes, yeah. I mean, who doesn't love a good sauce? And that's the most white trash of all sauces, is a good ketchup.
Is ketchup the white? I feel like mayo.
No way.
Mayo is the food of the whites.
In things, but not for dipping. You mix it with stuff.
I didn't realize how many goddamn, like, I don't realize how many calories are actually in mayo. After, like, I went to Five Guys. On Five Guys, you can, like, add, like, the different, like, ingredients or whatever. And it tells you how many things. And it was like, ketchup was like 20 calories. And it was like, mayo was like 100.
Well, that's why you get mayo light. You get the light mayo. And you can use, like, I think it's like 50 or, like, maybe max, like, 80 per, like, 2 tablespoons. Which is a lot of mayo. 2 tablespoons is a lot of mayo. I can make 2 packages of tuna and, you know, like, put the cilantro and the onions on it, you know, like, make it all yummy.
I feel like you just know what mayo light is because you're from a, like, Mormon family.
Yeah. Oh, we put mayo in everything. Do you know what salad is to a Mormon family?
What?
Just anything with fucking mayo in it. I mean, fruit salad, guess what that has in it? Cool Whip. Mm-hmm. That's just mayo with sugar.
Hey, at least, like, to Latinos, like, our salad is just the cilantro that we put on top of our tacos. Did you eat your veggies? Yeah, of course I ate my veggies, you know.
I put some limon on it too.
I put some limon too. And some fruit. There's my fruit and veggies right there. Just cilantro and lime. Just
tomatoes in the salsa.
Yeah.
Pico de gallo.
There's tomate. There's onions on top. Look.
There's onions. Holmes, listen.
You're always telling me how I don't eat these things, but look, I put so much on my taco. And she's like, okay, good job. It's a modelo.
I really like tacos. That sounds fucking fire right now. I love a taco.
I make the best tacos.
You make some pretty good tacos.
I make the best tacos. Okay, and whenever I make these tacos, I make them for like a shit ton of people. So like the tacos I make for just myself, or the tacos I make for just a few people, are fucking
way different.
Yeah, because I use like actual, like I'll use like actually like really good ingredients, like steak
instead
of just like
bulk
beef.
Meat.
Yeah, bulk meat.
Obviously, parties are hard to feed people at. Because you're like, great, there's going to be 18 people in my house, and I have to feed them. And that's like $200 right there.
I just know how to make all that food really fast, really quick. But, you know, I got that to thanks because of my mom. Because my mom is just, you know. So many times I'd come home and she's like, are you hungry? I'm like, yeah, but I just want to go to bed. She's like, I'll make it like 5 minutes. I'm like, what are you going to make? She's like, I'm going to make chicken, like pollo con arroz, and then we'll make you some, you know, las tostadas on the side. And I'm like, Mom, you're not going to, like, I don't want to stay up till like 11 p.m. And I turn around and she's like, yes, está bien. And it's like done, like steaming right in front of me. It's ridiculous. The speed, the pure speed.
Well, also, when you cook that much, you have prepped ingredients. You have your chicken thawed. You have it already marinated. You have all your spices laid out. You have your onions pre-chopped from earlier this morning that you did not finish like cooking with. There's still extra. So you like throw that in there. Like I love pre-prepping ingredients. Honestly, like food, like meal prep. Ooh. Meal prep is the best. And people always complain with meal prep. Here's my thing: is people always complain with meal prep. They go, "Well, I don't want to eat the same thing every single day." Who the fuck said that? You make 3 different proteins. It's very easy. You make 3 different proteins. You make 2 different batches of veggies, and you make 3 different carbs. And then you add stuff like aromatics, cheeses, stuff like that. So you can go tacos for like corn, you can go baked potato, you can go freaking pasta, or like, you know, rice or quinoa or couscous, God forbid you do that. And then you have different veggie mixtures, and you can do stuff like sandwiches where you have like onions and mushrooms. You can make mushroom tacos if you're like vegetarian. And these people are complaining about eating the same foods every day. That just means you can't cook.
Well, that's why it's like, if you're bodybuilding, you have to.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, because like you just have to control your calories so that like you don't eat extra shit that you didn't even think of, you know. But I mean, with this recession, you ain't got no other options.
Rice and beans.
Dude, my entire life, I can't tell you how many times I fucking, you know, and it didn't help with the racism I had to deal with, you know. Like when the kid that you call a beaner comes to school with beans almost every fucking day, the plight I had with my mother was insane. I was just being like, Mom, please, no más frijoles. I can't take it anymore. The names, Mom. And she's like, and this is such a Colombian way to think about it too. She would just be like, they're jealous because they do not have the same frijoles that you have. I was like, no, Mom, people don't care about beans out here like we do. It's like just impossible for her to understand.
You're like, they don't care if they taste good. It's just the premise.
Right? And I'm like, you know, at a certain point, like, people will be like, oh, look at that, look at the bean boys eating some beans over there. I'll just be like, just try it. Just try it. Just try, like, one scoop.
Just try one bean.
Just one bean. That's all you need. And as soon as they eat it, they're just like, oh, damn. And you can watch, like, the racism, like, fade away. Not permanently.
Just for a moment in time.
Yeah, you know, it's like that's what I call like construction racism. You know what I mean? There's all these dudes out here that like don't really like Mexicans, but then they work in construction with all of these Mexicans, so they end up fluent in Spanish. It's all these these white dudes. They all out here like fluent in Spanish, but they always had like They got like the worst accents ever because they don't even try. So it's like Domino's, frijoles, por favor. But it's like all grammatically correct. But it's just like the worst way to speak in Spanish. You know?
They just have an accent. That's just what it is. I mean, it's just like, have you ever heard Canadian French? It sounds like someone's just gargling like slime. It's awful. It sounds terrible. Like, it's the worst way to speak French ever. Like, I'd rather listen to, like, anybody else speak French, except for, like Quebec natives.
I just imagine that, like, French-Canadian people, they just, like, sound French, but, like, really cold, you know?
Like, seizing the whole time. It's just very gargled. They're like marbles in their mouth kind of speaking. Like, it's just not, it's not pretty. It's not pretty like French is supposed to be. And that's why it's like considered like the ugliest way to speak French, is because it doesn't sound good.
You know, it's like in Paris, it's like, oui. But like in Canada, it's like, oui. They're just shivering out there. I imagine.
It is pretty cold out there.
I don't think the French care. I think the French get power and heat from just like hating everybody. You know what I mean? Like they just they go out home, you know, they come back home and they're like, I was not even a little bit cold today because I saw the Americans. They heated me up and I was good. And then they go home and they like, I don't know what French people do.
They do hate things because they have this weird cultural thing called a compliment sandwich, which is basically like you can't like, so basically if like a French person goes to like a movie, right? And you're like, oh, how was that movie? Like, you just went to that movie. How was it? They will be like, oh, it was good. I did not like this part about it. This could have been done better. But overall, it was like an 8 out of 10. You know, but they will always criticize something. That's how they do it. They do a compliment sandwich. So like, they will always either end it or put it in the middle with something that they didn't like about it, because they don't talk about stuff that they like without criticizing at least one thing.
So it's basically just like having like religious parents.
Yes. Oh, we're so proud of you for getting straight A's. Why don't you have a girlfriend? Like, you know.
Yeah. It's like, you know, like, honey, we're so proud of you for getting like an A in this class this semester. It means so much to us. But, you know, maybe you can just like not be a slut for a semester. But good job on the A's, baby.
Maybe you could sign up for volleyball. Maybe, you know, that could be something for you. Because, like, we've noticed that you don't have a lot of friends, sweetheart. Like, stuff like that. Like, you know.
Dude, volleyball is weird. You know what I just noticed? I noticed that, like, the girls wear these super high shorts. Like, they're straight to the ass cheek, right at the cutoff. I mean, it's going, right? And, like, I feel like we've always assumed, like, the reason why that they're so short, there has to be some kind of reason for it. You know what I mean? But then I thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute. Why aren't the dudes wearing these? If it's meant for speed, why aren't these dudes out here with them ass cheeks out, hitting them fucking ball across the net? You know what I'm saying? You know, not saying I'll be a fan or anything. Like, you know, I'll go to a game or two just to see.
Ryan played volleyball in high school.
Really? I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
I mean, he's like 7 feet tall, so. Volleyball
is one of those sports I'm like secretly really good at, but I'm like embarrassed to like show off.
You know, I'm really good at
what?
Tetherball.
Tetherball?
I'm fucking ridiculously good at tetherball. And that is like the most embarrassing thing to like say. Like, who plays tetherball except for 6th graders at recess? Like,
Mom, I'm going to be a professional tetherball player one day, and you're just going to have to trust me. Okay, I'm going to this tournament. Things are going to change for me. I just see you like warming up outside. And like a kid's like, they're like, hey, can you leave? Like, we have kids coming around here. And you're like, I'm practicing for a tournament. And you're just like, Dude, if if someone told me that they were a professional tetherball player, I don't think I would like. I don't think I would trust them to like be around them. You know, like that person's up to no good.
I might as well just be wearing a trench coat.
Yeah, like you can't. Like, what else are you doing to survive? You know. Because there's one thing. There's
selling knockoff Pine Sol on the side of the road.
Yeah, you know, like
this will clean your floors really good. I promise. I know it's yellow, but it's kind of like Pine Sol.
During the day, all you're doing is throwing balls around the pole, but at night, you yourself are going around the pole. Just you know, gotta support it, man. You gotta support your dream.
Gotta support the dream, the tetherball dream.
So how's the tetherball stuff going, Jimmy? Oh, it's good. It's just, you know, I had to start an OnlyFans to keep it going, but like, you know, as soon as I get that sponsorship from Mountain Dew, I'm quitting that right now. Oh, okay, Jimmy. So anyways, Ryan, how's law school? One child no one fucking likes.
The tetherball child.
Yeah. You know what that reminds me of? Reminds me of Step Brothers. When the good brother comes home. Please tell me you've seen Step Brothers.
Oh, yeah, but like a while ago.
Remember, that's when they have like the singing scene. When the good brother, the nice brother, the younger brother comes home. And they're in the car and they're like, you got eyes as it seems to me. Reminds me of childhood memories.
Yeah.
And then they come over and like the parents are just like, oh, hey, Ryan, like, how's it going? And he's like, oh, like, I've just got like another promotion. And then they go running up to their like, what do you call it? Treehouse. I feel like Treehouse is like, they ain't in anymore. I don't see kids, you know, they're playing Fortnite now. They ain't building tree houses.
Nobody has the room to build a tree house. Everybody's growing up in apartments and condos. Mm-hmm. No one has a tree big enough in their backyard to actually put a fucking house in it anymore. That's not like the American dream anymore. The American dream is to be able to not have roommates. Like, no roommates in healthcare? You made it, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm just happy they let me in. I'm just happy I'm here, son, because, like, I was not supposed to be here. I was not, on my dad's side and my mom's side, like, I'm as immigrant as it fucking gets. Like, I'm as immigrant as it gets in terms of somebody that was, like, born here. Right? Because, like, my mom is, like, first gen like immigrant, and then my dad is second gen like immigrant, I believe. So I'm just here by mistake, baby. I got lucky. I got in through my white ancestors, of course.
Oh, I mean, we all did.
It's like getting into a club, you know? Like, you gotta slip the guy at 20. Unless you're in Mexico, then you can just usually like just kind of jump around them.
Just become the Flash.
That's what I did. Last time I was in Mexico, you know, because here's the thing. Me and Mexico don't really mix. And by what I mean by it don't really mix is it mixes perfect. It's too perfect. Because like I go down like because when you go to Mexico and you know Spanish, or you just go to any Spanish-speaking country, like a whole new world is unlocked to you. You now have access to everything and all things because people, one, treat you differently, sometimes for the worse. I realize that, you know. One time I got in trouble by this like security cop guy. I don't know what it was, but like. Basically, my white friends that were there, they basically told my friends, they basically told this cop that I was like harassing them. And so they look white, and I'm over here speaking Spanish to him. So he's just like, leave the fucking tourists alone. And I'm like, I am a tourist. I was like, what the fuck?
At least Listen, dude, I am a tourist, okay?
You know how hard it is? You know how hard it is to be 8 drinks in, and then you just see, like, white privilege, like, slap you across the fucking face.
In Mexico.
Too. I was like, bitch, what the fuck? Where's my white privilege? And then that's when I realized, I was like, oh, shit.
I was speaking Spanish.
I need to not do that no more. But no, so, like, after that, I ended up just, like, going nuts. And, like, somehow, like, not even having, like, a ride back, or my phone's out. Oh, I fell into a pool. I fell into someone's private pool on the beach.
On the beach?
Yeah.
Who has a pool on the beach?
It's Mexico. Or it must have been, like, I don't
know.
How the
fuck did you get there?
It must have been, like, a resort, or it was something. I don't know. They had a pool out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
That's
like, you know,
safe.
like, you know, usually they got, like, a bunch of chairs out.
Yeah.
You know, they got, you know, a DJ booth, someplace where they can give out really cheap out. Yeah. And it was just flat, dude. There was nothing. And I was just walking down, and I was like, dude. Like, I'm just sitting there with this, like, whole idea. I'm like, damn, I got fucked, bro, because I'm brown out here in Mexico, too. Out of all places you would think I would be welcomed here. And then, like, as it's all, like, running through my head, I'm like, my life is so tough. And immediately my life just goes,
you almost drowned.
This is what I'm saying by, like, me and Mexico don't mix, but we mix perfect. Because, like, at that point, I was, like, so done. I was like, I just need to find my way into an establishment and just drink until, like, I can't remember, because nothing is going right. And, like, you know, a normal person, a normal American, right, a white person, after doing that, the first thought's like, oh, I need to go home. Like, I just went into this pool, you know, I didn't need to. Like, there's probably security cops coming around the corner, like, get the bean out of the water. You know,
he's gonna sprout.
Nice. More of them will come. You know, so I'm just, like, trying to get, you know, any normal person would go back home. But I was like, nah, I'm not letting this ruin my fucking night.
Soaking
literally, like, I'm not, like, sitting there, just, like, water's coming off of me, like, I'm fucking, like, I just went for a swim in the goddamn ocean. And then, you know what I just realized now that I didn't think about?
What?
Is that later that night, I didn't realize that people probably saw me soaking wet, and they thought, damn, this guy just, like, went to go swim in the ocean. And it just went immediately to the club.
Right, nobody would ever think that you just fell into a pool.
Yeah, dude. And okay, so anyways, like, I end up shaking myself, like, dry enough to be, like, out and about. I try to go up to this, like, poppin' club, right? And, like, I go up there, and I, like, tell the guy, I'm like, hey, listen, like, you know, I'm just a local. Just let me in, bro. You know, just trying to be like, I'm not American. You know, I just want to go in and fucking have fun, listen to music. And he was like, no. And I was like, God fucking damn it. Once again, I thought probably it would be better if I was American. And I was like, yo, I got this, like, hot-ass blonde bitch back here that wants to know. He's like, all right, go in. Let me talk to her, you know? But, like, it just, like, nothing worked. And I didn't have, get this, right? So I didn't have my wallet because I left it in the, like, I left it in the room or whatever, right? So when... So, not only did I not have my ID, I did not have any money, and and my phone was dead.
Oh my god. You sound like me right now.
But I was so determined. Yeah, I know, right? I was so determined to get in that I saw this, like, little side, like, at the side there's usually some kind of, like, bar, fence or whatever that, like, around where people can, like, you know, stay down and look up at the town. I noticed that, like, if you can go through there, you can go straight into the crowd, like, you know, just, like, disappear. I don't know what drunk me was thinking, you know, but, like, literally, like, I just, like, am walking around and he's kind of eyeing me. And then, like, I just fucking went for it. Like, me just, like, squeaking through the club. So I, like, just ran in real quick, and he, like, tried to, like, find me. But luckily, I looked like every other motherfucker in there. So I was able to, like, blend in, and I spent most, like, the entire night at that place, right? But I was like, shit, like, I don't have any money, so I can't buy any drinks, you know? So at first, I was just like, you know what? Like, you're a super social guy, let's just go. So I would just go around, like, dancing with people, and they would just, like, slowly give me a drink here, a drink there, a drink here. And, dude, I swear, I flipped races so many fucking nights this night. So many times this night. Because I eyed, like, a bunch of, like, frat boys, like, in the corner with, like, a huge bottle of tequila. And I was, like, immediately, like, I went to CU Boulder. I know frat guys really well.
Yep.
Like, and I know how to, like, you know, I know how to get their shit. You know what I mean? So, like, I just, like, ran up to, look, a lot of this was liquid courage. I was so fucking plastered at this point. But I literally, like, walked straight up to their group, right? And was just, like, instantly just been like, holy shit, what chapter are you guys from? Done. And they were just like, oh, we're from Sigma, you know, Pi Chi.
Ooh, Pi Chi. I like chai and pies.
They're from Sigma Pi Chi. And I'm like, I'm at this.
With whipped cream? Really?
I guess so. These frat boys were indeed whipped cream. But so I, like, literally just told them, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm fucking CU chapter, like, up in Boulder. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what are you doing down here? He's like, oh, we just came down here, like, a few weeks ago, but I wanted to come back because, you know, I just made some, like, weird. They're like, no way, dude, we got another brother. And so he introduced me to, like, every single one of them, and I went by Dre.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
They all, like, started introducing themselves to me, and I was like, what's up, dude? Like, how you doing? Like, you know, all this bullshit. And, like, I don't know what came over me, but there's just this savagery. I just turn into a goddamn savage when I'm drunk and in that, like, a native speaking Spanish place. Because the kid was like, yo, like, I gotta go, I'm gonna get another drink, or he was, like, leaving or something like that. He left his bottle of, like, really nice, like, of really nice tequila, like, on there, and everyone else was, like, distracted, like, talking to all these other girls and stuff like that. Something just came over my mind. I snacked that shit. Went to the other side of the fucking... Get this, right? This is not where it ends. Because I decide, okay, you know what would be funny? You know what would be funny if I went back over and offered them a drink from their own bottle of tequila that I had just stolen from them. And so I did exactly that. I went back to their table, no, and they were just like, I'm like, yo, dude, let's do some shots. And they're like, yeah. And they're like, yo, where's our tequila? And I was just like, oh, dude, don't worry, I already got a bottle. And they're like, all right. I'm like, I'm sure it's like, what, you know, what, I'm sure Chad has it back there somewhere. So I sat there and I poured them shots from their own bottle. I dapped them up and they're like, thanks, bro. And I walked away.
Oh my god, drunk people are the best.
And I, like, got away with it. That's what I was saying. Like, it doesn't mix with me, but I always find my way to, like, not get in trouble, even though I'm, like, on my shenanigans. And then that was the night. Yeah, and then that's when I met a cop. She was a cop. She wasn't on duty, but she was, like, a cop from Cancun. And I started talking to her. I don't remember going home that night, right? So I wake up, and I get a message on Facebook. and it's like some random girl, and I'm like, oh. I was like, watch them roll in, dude, because I was giving my number out to everybody. And all of a sudden, I see this photo pop up, and she got her Glock on her side. She got like her whole like a policeman outfit on, and she was like, "What?" She's like, "Hola, Andres. Like, it's so nice. It was so nice to meet you last night. You're so much fun. You were really drunk." And I was like, "Yeah, sorry." She's like, "I'm glad we got you home."
Oh, she took you home. Oh my gosh.
So I was with these group of girls just hiding away from the Chads, right? And as I was leaving, the bodyguard sees me, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He's the kid that like slipped me earlier. And I was like, "You should have taken your money, dude. Like, well, you had your chance, but you can't stop me. You can't stop me."
Too quick.
But yeah, so like they apparently all had like a van coming to get them to bring them to their place. And then I was like, drop me off at my place. She wanted me to come over to her like hotel room or whatever. And apparently, even when I was that drunk, I was like, nah, bruh, I'm going home. I'll talk to you later. I never talked to her again. I thanked her for giving me a ride home.
Hey, I mean, sometimes it's not meant to be.
But yeah, Mexico with me, just like, don't mix at all. Or it might just be tequila.
I love tequila.
Tequila does wild things.
I love tequila.
I don't understand why people like don't like. I mean, I understand, but
well, it's the only alcohol that's neutral. Every single alcohol is a depressant except for tequila. Tequila is a neutral. It's not an upper. It's not a downer. That's why tequila makes your clothes fall off, because it's like tequila.
Yeah, it's true. It's the only alcohol that's an upper, right?
It's not an upper. It's a neutral.
It's a neutral.
It's the closest thing to an upper that we have in. It can be an upper, like if you're in, like it depends on your mood. That's why people like do crazy shit on tequila. Because it's not a depressant. It's slightly like an upper, but it's not like a super upper. It's not like taking cocaine or anything.
Yeah, I when you drink tequila, you just want to go have fun.
Yeah.
You know, you just want to go hit the town. You just want to go do something. And that's like the kind of drunk that I am. Like, I just want to go do something all the time. You know, and I feel like a lot of people who drink at their house, like their houses, like they just want to drink and like chill and relax. Which yeah. I don't understand.
Sometimes it can be nice for like, you know, if you're having like a movie night and you want to like have a nice steak dinner and like some red wine. But, like, if you're, like, drinking, like, it's kind of silly to just drink half a bottle of tequila and, like, what? Play video games? Like, why? Like...
People do it.
I know.
People, like, that's a huge problem. I think it's in Japan. Like, people will, like, get drunk, just drink like crazy and play video games.
Really?
Yeah. Either that or it was China. I know both of them have, like, gaming problems.
Yeah, they do.
You know? So much as if that, like, in Japan they have a, like, birthing rate problem because there's not enough young people fucking.
Do they really?
Yeah. In Japan, you can look this up. In Japan, they have a like overpopulation problem, mostly due to the fact that all their old people just don't fucking die because all they eat is like vegetables and like fresh fish.
Yeah.
So they just like live forever. And then all the young people, a lot, I think in part due to like technology and like anime and porn and just like those basic things, like all this young generation doesn't know how to like court women.
No, they don't.
You know, so
they don't know how to be charming. They don't know how to socialize with the opposite gender, and especially I feel like in Asian countries, it's very strict on the way that you can interact with people too. I mean, Like, especially in, like, Korea, like, there's a term for people that are of your own age group, and it's basically synonymous for friend. So if someone is the same age as you, even if they, like, bully you, like, your parents will be like, oh, your friend Jimmy, or, like, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. And that's, like, just a person that you are in the same grade in school, but that you don't even know them, but they're like, that's your friend, like, those are your friends.
Yeah, they pay you, like, it's such a problem in Japan that they have, like, paid girlfriends and boyfriends, where, like, you literally pay not for, like, you know, the OG version was you pay some lady and she would escort your penis into her vagina.
And but now it's like a social thing.
And not yet. In Japan, they actually, like, you can rent a girlfriend. Like, pay her a bunch of money to just, like, nag you. Could you imagine? This guy's like, no, I want this to seem real. And she's like, clean up your fucking clothes. And he's like, yes. Yeah. But yeah, there's a similar problem in the U.S. too. Gen Z's the least sexually active out of all the other generations. We have the youngest of Gen Z right here.
Miss Violet.
This is her first premiere of... You can chill if you just lay down. Yeah, everyone clap. Are you gonna chill? Are you gonna lay down? I think I'm gonna have to take her outside or else she's gonna be obsessed with me this entire time. And he passed out. He got banned because he passed out, not because he was taking edibles.
Why? Why can't you pass out?
Huh?
Why can't you pass out?
Because it's apparently like a bad influence. But okay, well, let's talk about that and then into aliens. How about that? Because we need some, like, some recent stuff to cause some stuff, you know, recent. You need the clicks. All right, we're back. You know, we just had to figure out some stuff
with the cat.
I just had to get the cat out of here because the cat will just sit here. And she'll just sit here the entire time and just be like a black orb, soaking up all the attention. Okay, and that's not, you know, what it is. Yeah. Speaking of soaking up all the attention, do you know who this Chrisean guy is?
Sort of.
So basically, he's this, like, he's the top streamer on Twitch. And he recently just, he's the top, like, streamer on Twitch, and he just got banned. Like, I hope you understand, like, how huge this is. This is like if PewDiePie got banned on YouTube, right? Or Mr. Beast got banned on YouTube. Like, this is the top guy. Like, he always has, like, really important, guests over. In fact, he was one of the first people that brought Blueface and Chrisean's relationship forward, and then, like, everything blew up from there, you know. And they're doing, like, all kinds of wild ass shit. But he got banned because he was taking edibles, but he took too many and the guy passed out. But apparently, in the, like, terms of service, you're totally allowed to eat edibles and you're allowed to drink, but you're just not allowed to pass out on camera.
What if you're tired?
Because it's considered, like,
excess.
It's considered like a bad influence. Like, kids will see that and be like, oh, I want to, like, take these until I pass out. Look, I don't understand. But the fact that, like, you can be the top creator on these websites that are, like, driving millions of dollars. Like, I hope you understand. How much do you think Chrisean makes?
Probably several million a year.
How much Chrisean makes a year? Can't use the microphone when it comes to interesting names. So he makes $500,000. Is that He makes $500,000 just off of like the subscriptions a year.
Oh, geez. So not including sponsorships or ad revenue. That's insane. You know, with that kind of popularity, he could literally just make his own streaming platform.
Yeah, but like, you gotta understand, these streamers, they're not they're not exactly known for their technological like understanding of like how
you can just hire
happens.
Someone.
They're just smart. Most of these people that like blow up on Twitch, most of these people aren't even playing games. Most of these people are just like bringing interesting people into their stream, like really famous rappers, really famous people just to be on stream. People just like want to see famous people. So that's how Aiden Ross started, you know, and he's worth like a shitload of money too. Because he has a lot of sponsorships with gambling sites.
Oh, I love
how much
gambling.
Aiden Ross makes.
I have the Jack Pocket app. Fire. Love that shit. Sponsor me. Thank you.
Okay, so Aiden Ross, who isn't even the top like streamer. Guess how much he makes?
Oh, 2.7 million a year.
His net worth is 24 million, and he makes $1 million a month.
Holy shit! So he makes 12 million a year. Damn.
And he started literally just like playing FIFA. Or
really?
playing like N2 like playing 2K. He was just playing basketball. Like, and then like all of a sudden like he started blowing up and he started becoming friends with rappers, and then that's what happened. He started like having all these rappers, right? But Aiden Ross, and then he also had Andrew Tate on. And everybody else was like hating on Andrew Tate. And like have you seen this meme?
What?
They play chess together in this video. And there's this like photo of them. And like people are always saying that this is the most like submissive photo that they've ever seen before.
Why is he dressed like that?
I love how he's just like laying back and he's just like, hi.
Oh my gosh, with the open robe and like, oh my god.
That's kind of his thing though, like he's sus, like he's sus comedy. It's a new style of comedy. I feel like no, that's always been like a style of comedy. But yeah, so I think he got banned too from Twitch. Everyone's getting banned from Twitch. It's unbelievable.
Twitch used to be like the safe platform to stream on.
Yeah.
You know, it used to be like, oh, well, people are just going to start moving to Chatterbait at this point. Can't get banned from Chatterbait.
They're like, I'm tired of watching Aiden Ross on Twitch, dude. Like, let's just go watch a girl like fist her asshole. That's so much better. You know, at least like they're giving us what we really want. You know?
At least they won't get banned.
And that's like most of the girls who make money on Twitch aren't really playing games. They're just like doing, so you know how like girls got away with like using bikinis on Twitch? So at first girls were like using bikinis on Twitch to get, you know, subscribers. Just it's like Chatterbait but like for kids, I guess. And like they kept getting banned because they're saying like you're wearing a bikini but like you're not going swimming or whatever. Right. So like you're obviously doing this for like sexual exploitation. And so these women, you know, I'll give it to them. They're ingenuitive. Like I swear to God, they're intuitive because they literally started making pools like jacuzzis in their living rooms. So as long as you have like a jacuzzi behind you, you can wear you can wear a bathing suit as much as you want. And that's how they got around it.
Jeez Louise.
And now they make money, son. They make money. Fat money. Just like being into like, you know. But then you got to deal with like
pervs,
and then you're like that girl, you know. But to be honest, like I met a lot of girls who are on OnlyFans. I met a lot of girls, you know, who are in the sex industry. And they just don't really care, you know.
Well, you can't care. You have to have that kind of, you know, ability in you, and it's not for everybody. I mean, it's not gonna float everybody's boat, you know. But like, if it makes you fulfilled and it makes you happy and it pays the bills, I mean, go for it. You know?
Yeah, but they always switch up though. As soon as they get out of the industry, especially porn stars, they always switch up. They're just like immediately, like Mia Khalifa and was it Lana Rhoades? Lana Rhoades, one of the most iconic, both iconic porn stars. We've all watched them. We've all seen exactly what they do and what their skill sets are. But she recently said that she thinks that porn should be banned. They switching up, son.
Interesting. Okay.
It's like it's crazy. You know that like they don't get paid that much? I thought
yeah, I know that they don't get paid that much. I've heard about it for years. You only get paid like a couple grand a video.
Yeah, it depends on like how like big you are, especially if you're the guy. It is. You can't. There's got to be at least like one or two male porn stars that are like known for having small dicks. There's a kink for everything.
I'm sure. I don't. You know, honestly, I'm not really big on that, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I don't know. You know,
I don't really watch porn, so.
I've thought about it a lot. You know, all it takes is just a few photos. Just a few photos of your foot. Just some, you know, you just shave that shit. You paint your nails. Some dude in Arkansas is paying you like $300 a month to get a load of those puppies.
Oh my gosh. Why Arkansas? Arkansas?
I don't know. I feel like the people that are out here paying for a lot of money to like get feet pictures, they're in places that like you've never been to. You know? I feel like they're out in the void.
The void of America.
Yeah.
Just like the middle of it.
Arkansas or, you know, whatever
Illinois.
Yeah. But I couldn't be a porn star. I couldn't.
Me neither.
It's, you know, you can sit there and say it's, you know, as much as it, like, sucks, but also imagine, like, dating a porn star. You just have
how was work today? Oh, it was rough.
There was a girl on TikTok. She was, like, an OnlyFans girl, but she had a boyfriend, and she posted all these videos of her, like, after...
After what?
Like, after an OnlyFans shoot. So, basically, like, after like fucking some like random guy should come in, she'd be like, oh, he's like, did you have a long day at work? And she's like, you betcha.
Oh, I just couldn't.
Some guys are like born to be cucks, you know. That's just like that's who they are deep down. Are you gonna deny them their identity?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that's kind of strange.
It is strange, but you know, everyone's into weird shit.
True. I guess everybody has their own thing.
Like, there's a pretty significant, like, portion of the United States that get off on furries. Like, that's their thing. So, and it's like that. I feel like furries, you know, you never know. They could be your neighbor. They could be your mailman. You know, they could be the guy.
They could be you.
Yeah, I know. They're all like, oh, shit, dude, don't fucking talk about my, like, $5,000 suit that I had made.
It's true. They're ridiculously expensive.
They're crazy expensive. And, like, they go, like, ham on that shit. You know, it makes you wonder, like, if these people lived in the 40s, like, what what would they be? Like, were there a bunch of people that, like, really wanted to dress up in wild shit and they just, like, never said anything? Or is it just, like, how crazy society is now that, like, people are just coming out weirder?
I think that we're just able to be a lot more creative. Like, we have so many more materials. We have so many more avenues of communication.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine being in the 1940s and trying to explain to somebody that you want to dress up in an animal costume and have a party with a bunch of other people in animal costumes? Like, even non-sexually, just the premise of that. They'd be like, do you think it's Halloween? Or, like, what's up? It's like, no, like, I just really want to see everybody dressed up in animal costumes, and I would really like to dress up as, like, a giraffe.
Can you just, like, pet me? And...
like, could you imagine trying to explain that? Like, nowadays...
Sir, there's a war going on. What is this nonsense?
You can just log in online as, like, Giraffe Girl 203, and, like... someone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I want to do that too. And then before you know, you have 24 people that all want to meet up somewhere at like a convention and all wear like cat costumes or something.
You think there were any non-binaries in like in like the Dark Ages? You know what I mean? Like, everyone's dying from, like, the Black Plague, and there's, like, one guy that's just like, my pronouns are actually they, them, and that's how I'm going to be considered in this plague, so if we could please...
I think they had a lot more pertinent things to worry about.
Yeah.
I think they were worried about, like, you know, like, what was it, like a third of all people died?
The Black Plague. Getting a cut and getting it infected,
gangrene,
being falsely accused of being a witch, having a king, a tyrannical
king, the Spanish Inquisition,
dictatorships, religion, non-religious people, bears, wolves,
wild boars.
fucking mosquitoes, flies.
Your wife dying in childbirth and then being left with a child with no one to care for it because you're a useless man in 1803.
Yeah. Hunger,
food shortage. Winter?
Literally, yeah, winter, just a season. Like, you remember back in the day when, like, just a season would kill you?
Just every year you had a 1/4 chance of dying.
Like, oh, like, this is so nice during the summer. And like, yeah, you know, just remember that, because, like, in a few months, like, 4 out of us is gonna die.
It's probably gonna be your grandma, Joe, actually. So.
He's just telling that to his, like, non-binary kid. Like, we don't have food. We don't have a place to sleep. Your sister's hand was lost due to frostbite.
You're getting scarlet fever this spring, and we don't even know that yet, but you'll soon be blind.
Yeah, that's if the king doesn't come down and murder us all. And
I heard the Mongols are back, but there's been no confirmation because the mailman on horseback has been shot with an arrow.
You're sitting here telling me what your pronouns are?
All we have is hardtack and well water to last us the next 9 weeks.
God, Dad, I just don't understand what a microaggression is. Like, I'm about to get microaggressive in this bitch. I swear to God. Now go out there and get some grass so we can eat that shit. No, I don't think that was like a thing, you know.
No,
people were definitely gay.
Oh,
definitely.
For sure. Oh, always.
You know,
always
and to be honest, like, think about how many, like, conquerors were gay. You know that Isaac Newton was gay? He was gay as fuck.
Like, Sir Isaac Newton?
Yeah, like the guy that discovered that. You know, this is the first guy that was like, "Yo, you guys ever noticed that if you like drop something, like it just hits the floor?" Everyone's like, "Whoa, dude. I never thought about that." And he's like, "Yeah, dude, like this apple fucking hit me, dude. I think I'm gonna call it something. It's gonna be sick." What are you gonna say causes it? You know all those dots in the sky? It's like, they're like, yeah, and like, you ever like wonder if it's more? And they're like, yeah, we always wondered why the sky has freckles at night.
Only at night, too.
Yeah. And then he like went home and like, you know, just sucked some dick and just named this shit.
Was he gay?
He was gay.
Oh, cool.
We're pretty damn sure he's gay, because back in the day, like you can't, you know, what are you gonna do? You know, you're around a bunch of other like
male scientists.
You know, I imagine like it came out every once in a while.
Was he not married?
No, he never married, and he died a virgin. Yeah. But like apparently he had like a journal where he said like he like fancied like certain guys, and he wished that he had like opened up to that. He like never felt the touch.
Oh,
of like
poor Sir Isaac Newton.
You know, I'm sure
he felt everything come down except for a man on him.
Oh, got him! Take that! Damn, son. No, I'm sure it came out every once in a while. You know, what
there
I mean?
had to be another gay nerd.
I like to think that.
Come on, gay nerds like to gay nerd together.
I like to think that like he had some flamboyancy to him. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Isaac, like, what do you think about this equation? And he's just like, oh, it's perfect.
I don't know, Bartholomew. Why don't you come over here and talk to me a little bit closer?
How's this, you know, this equation looking at for, how's this equation looking, Slay? Slay. What did you just say? Like, it's gonna be a thing in the future, you watch. And everyone's like,
I believe in you, Austin.
Yeah.
I don't know what old names are.
Maybe
Carlisle?
he invented, I can't believe I fucking... Gravity. God damn. I can't believe he invented gravity. You know, I think he did it just so, like, he could see them dicks fucking bounce. You know what I mean? He's like, I like seeing them come back to the floor. You know?
All right, man. Jumping jacks. And 1. And 2. It's for an experiment. And 3. And 4.
Yeah, but, like, also... Like, you know how many Roman emperors were fucking gay?
Oh, for sure.
Or like,
all the Greeks? Oh, everybody. Well, they used to have like lesbian naked fire circles.
What they had was a gay loophole. The most intelligent and most advanced civilizations, right, other than modern civilizations, that have brought us so much of our like understanding of like how to create a society, and literally they were just like, dude, like, you know, how should we make this society? And there was like some guy that's just like, look, we shouldn't take like butthole off of the fucking table, you know what I mean? Like, we can't, you know, be like, and there was another guy who was like, yeah, but we can't, like, you know, we need, like, people, bro.
We gotta procreate at some point.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, we're still gonna have wives. You know, they're still gonna nag us. And we're still gonna, like, you know, slap them around every once in a while. And they're like, oh, okay, all right. It's like, but, like, you know, a boy is like you know, he's kind of like you know, and they're like, what are you trying to say? Like, what's a super Greek name? Theseus.
Hercules.
All right, Theseus, what are you trying to say there? But like, look, I'm just like, but we're gonna just train them to, you know, do a bunch of sports and stuff. And they're like, all right, that's fine. All right, you can diddle your little boy as long as you're doing sports while you're doing it. And they're like,
as long as they're a warrior afterwards.
Yeah. So that's what they would fucking do. You would have like a male companion. I think there was even a time during, I can't remember if it was Greek or Roman. I think the time, like, you were supposed to learn about sex through another guy first. And then once you reach maturity, that's when you mature to, like, having, like, sex with a woman. But you're supposed to, like, leave it behind. But then there's that loop, because then when you get older, you're supposed to train another young boy. So it was just an endless amount of butt fucking. You know, and they created society. So, you know what? That's why I'm pro-gay.
Good reasoning. Good.
It is. If they created society while, bumming each other's butts, it can't
they
be
would
a
also
bad
have
thing.
12-year-old girls, the moment that you reached, like, physical maturity, you would sit on the steps of this temple, and a man would come by and drop a coin on the hem of your skirt, and you would proceed to go inside of the temple and lose your virginity to him.
To the temple dude?
To the guy who dropped a coin on the side of your dress.
So just any guy.
Yes. You would sit on the temple steps until somebody came up to you and dropped a coin on the hem of your dress.
Damn, bruh. I'm telling you what, those Islams, man, they would be pissed if you told them that. They're just like, you don't have to kill yourself to get the virgins? They're like, yeah, bro, you just gotta throw a coin on them. That's fucked. That is so fucked. Like, I can't even imagine. That's why it's like, I hate it when people are like, we live in such a horrible society. Like, bitch, go back. Just go back a few hundred years.
Not even a few hundred years. Just go back 100 years.
Yeah.
Go back to 1922.
Bruh, even the 90s were a little bit shaky.
Well, at least they were financially stable, but the morals were a little wrong.
Yeah,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Like,
do you know how easy it was to commit crimes in the 80s and the 90s?
Oh, yeah.
It's impossible to commit crimes now. Do you know Bonnie and Clyde can never exist again? There will never, ever, ever in this entire world be people that can rob multiple banks. Ever again. Not ever again. Facial recognition.
Never.
You can't even get away with petty crime. You can't even slash your cheating boyfriend's tires without getting caught. You can't even... Did you know that TPing a house is actually...
Watch out, ladies.
TPing a house is technically destruction of property. It's trespassing, destruction of property, and harassment. And you can get charged for all of that, for TPing someone's house. Keep in mind, the people that are calling the cops on you for TPing their house, they invented TPing 35 years ago. Okay?
Can't do anything like you used to,
And the people who are bitching about it, who say kids these days, bitch, you're calling the cops.
Yeah.
I can't go outside because you're gonna call the cops. I can't do anything that you used to do because fucking you ate lead paint and now you're fucking have dementia.
Also, I feel like you were just like, you could be such a big asshole back in the day and like no one would give a shit. Like, just the fact that like cancellation is like gotten to like such a peak at this time, like this point in time, like I can't even imagine what it would be like in the future. How does one get canceled in like 2100? They probably like,
you say hi in the wrong tone.
Yeah. Hi. Whoa. Dude, did you just say hi to me in a microaggressive? Did you make an assumptive tone in your voice to assume my gender identity and also race identity and also my Facebook identity?
My metaverse.
My metaverse identity, bro? Did you just assume the gender of my metaverse character, dude? No. And all of a sudden, it's just the cops come smashing in. Get him!
2319.
You sick bastard. I can't believe it.
He got you surrounded.
He threw it up to me.
I don't think there's gonna be race in 100 years.
Yeah, everyone's gonna look like me.
Well, a little bit darker.
I don't know, dude. I guess so.
I mean, white people will always come out because white people came from black people.
Does that mean that, like, we're all gonna get bigger dicks? Or is, like, the average is just gonna come down and it's just gonna be, like, one dick size?
Well, the dick size has been going down since the 1950s.
Yeah, that's because of low T, though. Do some fucking push-ups. You want a bigger dick? Fucking lift heavy shit, bruh. There's actually truth to that.
It's true.
There is truth to that. The more weight you lose, the bigger your dick gets, or the bigger that your dick gets perceived.
Well, yeah, and I mean also like you can't use that extra inch if it's covered by fat unless you're like pounding the crap out of whatever it's in. You know what I mean?
And that's why this podcast is hopefully sponsored by Blue Chew soon. Get your best Blue Chews now. Make that dick harder. Make that girl want you. You know what I mean? That's how it is. They'll see that. We'll get it. Blue Chew, look, I'm ready to have a hard dick. Just give me the fucking call. Just call me up.
I have a boyfriend.
And there you go. We can check it out. We can, we'll give reviews and everything.
We will. We'll have a review session.
Do you think there'll be aliens in the future?
That have dick pills?
Yeah. They're just a bunch of aliens running around with hard dicks all the fucking time. Just like makes everyone extremely uncomfortable, but they're all trying to be like inclusive. You don't understand their species. They're from Glorglop. Glorglop is completely different. There's just an alien running around just slapping legs. Huge dick. Like way out of proportion for their size. Like, dude, out of all the aliens that could have fucking invaded us, we had to get the big dick Gorglops. And they're staying around. Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Get your Gorglop pills today. It's gonna be great. Dude, that's what I'm saying though. It's like no one knows what aliens are gonna look like. They could be anything,
True. They could be like a biblically accurate angel. With 86 eyes and made of feathers.
Yeah, they could. Right? Or they could just look like
an amorphous blob.
Yeah. They're just
with googly eyes.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of non-binaries.
It just looks like a 3-year-old's finger painting. You're like, really? Oh, I never would have guessed that.
Yeah. Yeah. And what if they had 3 genders? Or 4 genders. Oh wait, no, that's starting to sound like our society. Just
keeps going up.
We have 35 genders. And then Americans are just like, "Oh, we also have 35 genders." They're like, "No, we literally have 35 different sexes."
Only some of us can have babies together.
Yeah. We got, some with multiple dicks. We got some with,
That one has a rhombus.
This one's got an inverted dick. Is that just not a vagina? No, that's a different sex. He impregnates from the inside. And then we have extroverted vaginas. They're like, this is getting confusing. And we're like, what? Excuse me. Just a second ago. The aliens just make everything worse. No, but for real, we have no idea, what they look like. We don't know, if they look like us, if they look like blobs, if they have appendixes,
No one should have an appendix. It's a useless organ.
It's a very specific organ.
Do you know, 600 women die, on average every year from appendicitis, from their appendix rupturing because they think that it's period cramps? So if you ever wanted to know how bad periods hurt, just imagine the 600 women that die annually because of they think that their appendicitis is period cramps.
There's just a guy that's just like, damn, bro, they fucking dying out here because of their period pains. And then the girl he's trying to get attention from is like, yeah, it's pretty horrible. Anyways, I like to think that aliens have a similar society to us. They still have conservatives and people that are all over the place, the conservatives are there are only 35 genders,
and the liberals are like, let us live in igloo houses on the sun.
No, there are 11,345. And they're like, oh my god, you guys live in fantasy land.
Just because you have an extra nipple, Jeremy, on your left armpit doesn't mean that you can be from a different planet.
Okay, but all right, let's take it back to like present day, right? Let's say you wake up with like a weird mark, like on your hand or wherever,
like Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Damn it, those fucking aliens. I'm supposed to go rock climbing today. Fucking bitch. Yeah, imagine it was like they were just constantly it's such a normal thing. Like everybody's been like abducted by like one of the aliens. It just becomes like an inconvenience.
Yeah, sorry I'm late to work. I had to fucking get a cab back from the space shuttle. Yeah, you know the space shuttle? Yeah, I got captured by the Gorglocks. Yeah. You know what? You know how that made me feel about my cock? Those Gorglock cocks?
Why are you late, Steven? Dude, they beamed me, bro. They beamed me up, and I had to sit there, and they were just, like, poking me for fucking, like, 3 hours. They'd be like, yeah, fucking Jack got here, and he also got beams in the morning. So, if Jack can do it, you can do it. Fucking, let's make some pizzas right now, dude. He's like, I don't know what's going on.
I didn't even see Jack up there, okay?
Right?
Jack was lying.
Imagine you're in line. You're waiting like a long ass time.
Like in a doctor's office, there's like a magazine.
They're like, finally call your name. You're like, oh, fine. And everyone's like, oh, that sucks. It's just your Gorglock friend who just like wants to hang out all the time. You're like, dude, put me down. I have an appointment right now. But like, I fucking hate that we let these goddamn aliens. Like, this is what happens when the Avengers fail.
This is what happens when the atmosphere is dissipating above us because of all of the carbon in the air. All of our fucking gas emissions are finally making big dick aliens abduct us more frequently, and we have to put a stop to it. For a greener tomorrow, please follow my Instagram.
What are you plugging your own? What are you, Leonardo DiCaprio up in here? We have to save the Earth. One Gorgloptic at a time. They soak up the carbon. We must accept it as one.
That's why their dicks are so big.
That's why they're so big. He's got carbon dick.
And the pressure from like the carbon in their dick like makes diamonds. So that's
okay. This is getting too far, you know.
Someone's gonna make some weird.
But hey, I mean, like, you know, apparently Rick and Morty's gonna be hiring because they just let go of Justin Roiland. So
who's Justin Roiland?
Huh? Oh God! Don't tell me I have to talk about this on fucking stream, dude.
Oh, we can talk about it later. It's okay.
Look, your boy fucked up. All right, your boy fucked up. Sent a bunch of like sussy like text messages to underage girls, and then also got like arrested for like domestic abuse in 2020. Which, like, let's be honest, like, we were all inside. We was all ready to catch a fucking charge. You know what I mean? Like, anyone you live with during the pandemic, you were just like, I swear to God. But, yeah, so he just got himself in a bunch of shit. And the fucked up thing is, like, there's two co-creators. I guess those two make the exact same thing. There's two creators for Rick and Morty, right? One guy, I believe, does a lot of the writing, and the other guy does the voices. Justin was the guy who did the voices. So now that he's out, they have to find somebody that sounds very similar to the characters.
Oh no.
God damn it, Justin. God damn it. Listen, just don't press send. Listen, and look, any man out there, if you got a dick pic or some kind of text message that's saying something that you shouldn't be saying, or to somebody that you shouldn't be sending it to, just listen to my voice. Don't press send, and don't be a fucking dick. Because then my favorite show is going to be in trouble of becoming shitty now. So now the voices might sound different. Speaking of fucking aliens. But yeah, I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, this cancel culture, it's getting everyone.
Oh, it is. Absolutely everyone. Did you know that Doja Cat got, like, bullied for not wearing fake eyelashes at, like, she was decorated by one of the best makeup artists of all time, Pat McGrath, for, like, a Schiaparelli fashion.
Oh, yeah.
And she looked so fucking cool, and everybody was like, but you're not wearing lashes, we're really disappointed. Like, bitch, she's covered head to toe in rhinestones. Literally from scalp to toe in rhinestones, and you're worried about her eyelashes?
I saw this hilarious meme of are they rhinestones?
Yeah, they're like little rhinestones all over her body.
Yeah. Who was it that said, oh yeah, I saw this meme that was like she looked just like Vision from the Avengers, because he's all red, and like I saw this hilarious. Okay, I gotta find it now. We'll just put it up on the screen. So yeah, I'm just gonna put in Doja Cat, Vision. Look, Doja, I love you, girl. You make great music. You got a great voice. Keep doing you. But, like, also at the same time, you look like Vision. You.
True. True.
You look like. Look at that. You look like Vision. That's
true. It does look very similar.
But I mean, she didn't leave. Not being like, I look ridiculous right now.
Well, her goal isn't to be, like, hot right now.
I'm surprised that she didn't get canceled for, like, doing, like, red face or something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. What did they change the Redskins' name to?
The slightly less redder skins.
Wasn't it, like, no, the Washington football team?
Is it really? That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, Jesus that's Christ. What I thought. I'm like 99% sure.
Pretty sure, like, even Native Americans are like, bruh, why did you do that? But, hey, times is changing. Times is changing. I would love to go to, like, one of these, like, fashion shows. You know what I mean? Next year, we're making it. We making it. That's it. This is #1 podcast in the world right now. You're streaming right now the #1 podcast, and it will be that. And next year, we going to Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah, and Milan.
And Milan Fashion Week. We going to both.
And New York.
And New York Fashion Week. We going to all three. Please don't say another one. Thank you. But we going to now 3. Originally it was 1. That was a lot of commitment to just 1. But now we're going to all 3 because it's on camera. I can't back out now. So you bet we going to all 3, and we taking economy the whole way. we taking economy the whole way. We gotta afford 3 now, so the whole way, son. And if it gets more expensive than that, then we're gonna have to get these Gorglobs to come beam us up.
Make a deal with Gorglobs.
Just leave us there. They'll probably want to hang out.
Too. We wouldn't have to contact the Gorglobs if Blue Chew would give us the abilities the Gorglobs have of the giant hard penises.
Yeah. If my dick was big enough, then we wouldn't have this climate crisis. Sounds like the most douchey way to I'm here to fight climate change, and that's by enlarging my penis. And everyone's like,
never a truer word spoken ever.
It's like PC principal. It's like the most douchiest, like, PC guy. Like, you have any idea, like, the amount of of damage that these oil companies have, like, possessed. And that's why I hit the gym every single day to look fucking ripped so that I know. That's how douchebags are going to be, like, in the future. Because, like,
wait.
you know, like, back in the day, douchebags, like, the hot douchebags, like, they just had to, like, knock around the fat kid or, like, you know, like the kid with autism. There's probably so many kids that had autism back in the day, but they just, like, had no idea. They were just, like, weird. But now you can't, you know, now you
can't beat up nerds anymore.
You can't beat up nerds anymore.
What the hell is with that?
You know, but you know what you can do, though? You can beat people up for misgendering people.
Heck you can. Heck yeah.
Loophole.
Loophole.
That's how you do it.
If you really have an issue with somebody, change your gender while you punch them in the face.
That's why I'm gender fluid. Because you punched me, I'm going to turn into a girl real fucking fast.
You punch me, I'm going to get fluid right into your fucking nose bone.
Right. All I have to do is put down my hair. Be like, yo, that lady with a beard is getting her ass beat right now. This guy's like, what the fuck? Are you going to fight me or not? And like, a whole group of white people come up. They're just like, are you hurting this woman right here? It's like, what the fuck? No, I was just fighting him. They're like, he misgendered me. Then the whole fucking crowd comes in like, we think you should leave. What the fuck just happened?
That would be a really good way to get out of a fight, though.
Yeah, but then he would wake up the next day and he's, like, fired from his, like, corporate job.
He's a felon for some reason.
Yeah, he ends up becoming homeless just because.
He's canceled.
Yeah.
You canceled him so hard he's homeless.
He, like, tries to get on, like, a public bus and they're just like, I've seen what you've done. I just need to go grocery shopping, dude. Get the fuck out of here, you bigot. What happened? Decided to punch the wrong dude at the wrong time.
The wrong bearded lady.
Hey, there's gonna be a lot of those in the future, so you just watch.
There already is. What do you think circuses were based off of?
Yeah, but I think
they've been around.
That's true, but, like, those were, like, people who were intentionally being in a circus and being like, look at me, I'm strange. Now people are like, they got,
look
like,
at me,
profile
I'm
photos
I feel like
of their beards and being like, oh, this is who I am. That's what, like, I never understood. There's all these, like, women who, like, have full-ass beards, and they're like, oh, I have a disease, like, it's really hard to, like, shave this every day. I'm like, dude, that's what guys do every fucking day. They just shave that shit, you know?
Yeah, get the electric shaver, get some balm, you know?
I can't wait for these Gorglops to come, dude. Just gobble everyone up, along with your carbon.
I can't wait for Blue Chew to sponsor this podcast.
Okay, this is getting a little desperate there. We gotta play it. We probably gotta play it cool, okay?
But I already am cool.
You know, we gotta play it cool, and that's why, you know, and we gotta play it cool and smooth, just smooth like your fucking. No, god damn it. Smooth like your fucking loins, because we're sponsored by Manscaped. Guys, what are you doing with this bush out here, okay? We moved on from that election. We already know 9/11 happened, all right? We got to move on from Bush. We got to go to Obama. Clean shaved, you're going to do that with Manscaped. You bet your ass.
Stainless steel, waterproof.
Exactly.
Portable.
You know? Exactly. Just glides.
Beautiful.
Guys.
Perfect groin area.
I love how we're not sponsored, but yet such a huge portion of our fucking podcast is sponsorships. I feel like all we have to do is tag them, and they gotta fucking sponsor us.
They have to.
Right? Dude, I got off topic so fucking much. All right. Yeah. Okay. Taking the Gorglops out of your mind. All right. No more big dick, carbon sucking dick. Big dick having Gorglops. All right. If you knew that aliens existed. Dude, I can't take this seriously. We've run out of dick-based sponsors. There's not enough penis products out there. Lube.
Yeah. KY Jelly is our new sponsor.
It's cool and then it's hot.
And then it's cool again.
And then it's
somehow.
cool again. Come on down to KY Jelly. Jump right in. Take a...
in our jacuzzi of KY Jelly.
Oh,
we'll both be in bikinis next podcast, and there'll be a pool of KY Jelly.
No, that's our stream.
That's our stream, KY Jelly.
They're like, dude, you can't wear this. Be like, we have a jacuzzi. It's like, it's filled with lube.
Yeah, that's the point.
They're my sponsor, bro. I have no quality. Anybody that wants to sponsor us, we're perfect. We're perfectly fine.
We're amazing, actually.
Yeah. At this point, we'll take anything, guys.
If somebody wants to call HelloFresh, like I really love food, so I mean.
There's no way we're getting HelloFresh. Ain't no way, bro. We've already passed into the dick products. You can't go back from dick products. The only other thing you can do...
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve.
That's still a dick product.
And other...
vagina products.
Yeah. There's multiple.
Tampax. Tampax, this is more yours.
Oh, yeah. It works.
Best commercial ever. Tampax. It works. I would love a commercial like that. Just trust me. Just good luck. Just buy it, dude. It works. Oh my god, dude, no. We're the only thing we're sponsored by are these goddamn aliens I'm trying to talk about. It's impossible. Because all I can think about is little short, like, green aliens with big dicks just dragging around everywhere. I can't stop thinking about it.
Sounds like a you problem.
I know.
He's gonna have some weird dreams tonight.
Why are there 3 traces of feet on this sand?
One of them was just sliding.
It just grows out until it becomes like a third leg.
It doesn't stop. It's like gravity, like in space. Like it doesn't stop until it hits an object.
Right. Imagine if like dicks like got bigger the more you used them.
That'd be terrible. Men in their 50s would be shunned from society. We'd probably start trimming them after a while.
Just trimming your dick. It's getting too big, man. What the fuck? You trim yours, dude? Yeah. Every day, you didn't know that? That's what.
No, dude, I got like 3 feet on me right now.
I'm not talking that much. Like
that's why my pant leg is double the size.
What about like a centimeter every time that you've fucked?
That's too big. Maybe I could see like a half of a millimeter, because if you imagine if you have sex like 550 times in your entire life, which is already not that often. That's like maybe once a week for like several years.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, so if you fucked 500 times in your life, then you're going to have a 196-inch dick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd have to start trimming it after a while. It's not going to work.
Okay, let's say, yeah, millimeters. We got
a 0.2 of a millimeter every time you fucked would still be like
500
feet.
Millimeters. Yeah, it's still 20 inches, which is that's too much. You can't live a normal life with that kind of dick.
No.
People do that. People get like, they stretch out their dick. The biggest, I think there's like 2 guys with the biggest dick. I believe there's one guy, his name is Jonah Falcon. I've done this research already, and I think he has the most authentic big dick. and then there's another guy in Mexico, but he
Don't show me pictures.
But he uses
You look
weights.
like you're about to look up something on your phone.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Don't.
Look, you're part of the podcast.
I'm not looking. I don't want to look. I don't want to look. I don't like dick pics. Blah.
It's not. I'm not gonna show you. It's just the imprint. That's it. You just gotta be amazed.
In what? The snow? what is he imprinting it on?
the abominable soul man is coming. He's got a huge dick, dude. I swear to God, they're like, oh God, he's coming for us. He needs warmth.
He needs warmth.
He looks such, dude. Look at this dude too. My boy Goofy. He goofy, dude. How you gonna have the biggest dick and be goofy?
I don't like that.
I know. That's what the Gorglops would be like.
Goofy and hung.
Smiling all the time and dick's just throbbing. Be like, bro, can you put that thing away? Back in Gorglop, we celebrate these big penises. Yeah, I understand. I get it, dude.
But my girlfriend's here.
Trying to be like just staring at it.
Listen, I'm trying to propose tonight, and you're making it really hard.
Gorglop, we're also polyamorous. Fuck! We're ethically non-monogamous.
Ethically non-monogamous.
Oh, God, dude. I don't know. You can't do that.
We've got 20 minutes.
Okie dokie. We could talk about some stuff there. That is wild, dude. There's a show about him, like, going on a date, and the lady was like, I remember the lady was like, yeah, to be honest, I was just kind of, like, curious. He's like, I never, I just, like, I feel like I have to go on this date just to see what's up. And then at the end of the interview, she was just like, yeah, it's not for me. I'm sure there's some girl out there, so apparently it's really hard for him to date. Imagine having that problem. Like, you can't get girls. Like, you got no riz because your dick too big? Bruh.
I feel like you're just dating the wrong girls. I feel like at that point you should just join a fetish site.
A fetish site?
Mm-hmm.
A shite.
A fetish site. Tongue. Say that 10 times fast.
Fetish site. 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 Sounds like I'm saying some religion now. Welcome to the fetish site. Temple.
The temple of fetishites.
We all praise big penises here.
And rope.
That's true. Anything can fucking happen, dude.
Take your communion collar.
Speaking of communion. Oh, Santa Maria.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
I feel like people are going to when this podcast blows up, I feel like people are going to be like, that's my religion.
Okay. Good for you.
It does what it want to do. Oh, yeah. Okay. Look, we got some breaking news. Okay. First of all, have you seen all of the juice regarding this Blueface and Chrisean drama?
Sort of.
Okay.
She's pregnant now.
Damn it! I'm supposed to fucking come out with this pregnant news. But yeah, she's pregnant now. Like, these motherfuckers be brawling. I swear to God, like, look, I've gotten mad at a girlfriend before, and a girlfriend's got mad at me, but we never be like in the streets, like pulling up our pants, like, come here, bro. Like, that's wild. Like, they be like fighting and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Kai was one of the people that brought them up, right? That made them so popular. Now to the point that they got their own documentary going on.
We're gonna need it to support that child.
Oh my God. That child's gonna be crazy. Either this child's gonna come out to be the best rapper ever, or they're just going to like all the crazy ass places. I can't even imagine what rearing that child's gonna be like. But I mean, Blueface already saying, he's already saying that that's not his kid.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, no way.
I
don't know about no way.
I'm sure they'll do a paternity test.
If I was in his position, I would say that's not mine either. Have you seen how crazy she is?
Yeah, she's missing her tooth too.
Yeah, a lot of people, hockey players are missing their tooth, but they're never as wild as she is.
Not like, no, I'm talking like, when's the last time you saw a girl that's missing her tooth that fights everybody? Aurora?
Yeah, there's... I just like to think like he could have anybody. I don't know why. I think the reason why he keeps her around is because he's getting all this attention all of a sudden. And nobody was thinking about Blueface.
Bust down
like,
Tatiana.
Yeah, that was years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was years ago. He got irrelevant. He got no fire yet. He got nothing like great coming out like the last few years. A lot of he just kind of fell off. And all of a sudden he got this crazy ass girl. He started bringing cameras around. And he's like, damn, like my number's doing good now. Everyone talk about Blueface. Everyone talk about Blueface and Chrisean. Talk about Blueface and Chrisean. Have you seen the music video that they did?
I saw like a reel of it, like a TikTok.
It's wild. It is like one of the worst songs ever, dude. And I'm pretty sure he's like, yo, this is making money. This is making money. It can't. Like, otherwise, why would you stay with somebody like that? I don't... there's no way. Is this the music video? Oh, no, wait. They used their no jumper...
Step in my closet, we coolin' with kick. If it's too many niggas, it's making me itch. But it's too many bitches, so fuck it, we lit. So many bitches, so fuck it, we lit. So many bitches, so fuck it, we lit. You will get slit for thinking you slick. Don't beat up the nigga, boy, beat up your bitch. Thought we was lacking.
You gotta get to the Chrisean part.
Came with the crib, my bitch came with a bitch. So many bitches, so fuck it, we lit. So many bitches.
Blueface ain't even that crazy, but look, they're even using... Really just shows you like you ain't need talent in this industry.
Mm-mm.
You don't need talent.
You just need attention.
You just need attention. That's it. That's it. Like, don't get you're not going to do any tours or anything like that. But like, you'll make money.
Mm-hmm.
And this kid is gonna have a wild ass life, bro. Yeah, look. Let me just put this out here right now. I put money that kid becomes one of the best fighters ever. I put money that they win now. I'm putting $100. $100 that kid comes out.
How much you want to bet they're going to name him Blue Sean?
Blue Sean? No! It's like a shitty R&B album from the fucking early 2000s. Blue Sean. Probably. And they're gonna get married and then divorce, and marry and divorce, and they're gonna try to suckle this much attention as possible. But that baby's got the fighting genes. You got listen, Blueface. All right, Chrisean, listen, hear me out. Soon as that baby's out, training. Put some gloves on that. Work to your guys' disagreements, because that kid gonna be throwing haymakers.
Yeah, throw them in a child fighting ring.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. Okay, Logan Paul versus Blueface and Chrisean's baby. That's an event I would pay to go to, hands down. And Logan Paul, you better watch out, son. You better watch out. You think just because this is a newborn, I couldn't get his straight face.
When he's born, he just shoots out of her vagina and knocks out the doctor.
He's just shot straight into the ring. wiping him off, putting on fucking clothes.
You wouldn't wipe him off because if he gets punched, he needs to be greased up.
Oh, that's true. Leave on the embryonic fluids. Dude, I swear to God, it's going to be Logan Paul's... I'm calling it right now. Logan Paul's next opponent. I'm calling it right now. Logan Paul's next opponent is going to be Blueface and Chrisean's baby. Money. Prove me wrong. Mm-hmm. His next opponent, I swear to God, it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good fight.
I mean, I put money on the baby.
I put money on the baby too. I put money on the baby, hands down. Hands down.
Blue Sean, we believe in you.
Little Blue Sean, you working up in there? You know that baby's.
He's in there like.
The shit that baby's hearing. It's just like sex, like 20% sex, 80% yelling,
gunshots.
Yeah, like 5% gunshots. He already in the hood. Mm-hmm. What happens if it's a girl?
Thought daughter or gay son. Either way, I'm getting head. That's Ryan's joke, but it was perfect timing.
Would you rather have a thought daughter or a gay son?
Gay son.
I think I'd rather have a gay son. Straight up, you know. Because there's a chance that he's not like all flamboyant, but you know what? Even if he is flamboyant, I still love him. But I swear to God, you got a thought daughter.
3 kids by the time you're 22.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing that people don't understand is that with a gay son, like, the worst you gotta worry about is he goes through fucking
bullying.
He goes through his slutty phase for his 20s and 30s, because gay man it's a lot longer, and then he finds some guy, breaks his heart in his 40s, 50s, he gets married, and he's a fashion designer, and then what? Your house looks great. That's what's bad, and they make great fucking they're great at baking. So now you got a great looking house. And you got all these bacons. I got all these bacons for during the holidays. And gay guys are fucking hilarious.
They are.
Gay guys are hilarious, hands down.
Drag queens are the funniest people on the planet.
Yeah, they're Tim Dillon. I think he's the king. He's the king of gay men, definitely in terms of like hilariousness. But like, you get a thought daughter, you signing up to be a babysitter almost immediately. Mm-hmm. Almost immediately.
Like before they graduate high school.
Oh yeah, and then when they get fucking, when it's DUI time, they gotta go away bye-bye for a few years. You get those kids for the few years, Mm-hmm. And then they be coming back, this is my, you got to deal with these different dudes coming into their lives all the time. They're like, damn, like, it's just, it's too much. It's too much in the future, Mm-hmm. I feel like it never works out well. But you know what? Some thought daughters fought their way to the top. Mm-hmm. So there's a chance, I'm not saying it's going to be all gloomy.
Thought to the top. Wipe away your inhibitions. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Do the romp and strut your stuff.
Yeah.
Groove it to the music. You just won't stop. Thought to the top.
If I had to have a thought daughter, I would definitely be like, listen, you need to be in corporate America. Just thought your way up these fucking ladders.
Yeah, at least fuck your boss if you're going to fuck people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, use the power differential. Mm-hmm. If you're the boss, definitely don't do anything. But like, if you're the girl who's trying to fucking thought her way up, you saying that you're not gonna thought it up for a fucking 6-figure salary? Men would take that in an instant. If we could fuck our bosses, just be gay for a weekend. It's just one golf tournament. You know what I mean? It's just one golf tournament. It's just a few blowies, and then you're chairman.
True.
And then you're running Google.
Mm-hmm.
I'd take that any day. I'm pretty sure my girlfriend would let me. She's, the problem is as soon as you get there, you have no idea what the fuck's going on. And you're like, my skills exclusively are lying on resumes and sucking dick.
I think that's most chairmen's.
Most chairmen's, yeah, just about. Like, you just have to be like an old white man to like make it in these fucking things.
You just go, I don't know how to do a computer. Angela, please come here and do this for me.
Why does my mail have an E in it? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. It makes you wonder, like, what's gonna happen, like, when all these old people die.
The economy's gonna be fixed? I can't wait.
Yeah. Like, everything's gonna be fixed, or everything's gonna go to complete shit.
It won't go to complete shit because we're not supposed to live this long.
No.
Social Security is running out. The old people are literally taking up spaces in hospitals, hospices. They're hoarding wealth. They're hoarding billions of dollars.
Because
billions.
Like, after you got the mansion, you got the yacht, you got the cars.
You just hoard it. You hoard it like a fucking dragon.
You got the annoying beach blonde wife that is now like all of her cosmetics is like coming off, right? Mm-hmm. And now she's just annoying and not hot anymore. Like you got all that. You know what I mean? Like you work past that. You got the entitled children. You got the entitled children in their frats and in their sororities. And you're like, oh, what's the point now? You're like, well, at least I can, like, compete with, like, the other millionaires. And then the other millionaires are like, I have more hoarded than you. And then they're like, oh, well, I'm going to hoard more than you. And then it becomes, like, this giant battle to see, like, who's the richest amongst their friends. And I think that's just capitalism.
I think there should definitely be a cap on how much money you can have. There should be no reason why somebody should be able to have $1 billion.
I think maybe put a cap on
real estate?
How much money has to sit. Like, doesn't do anything. Like, you got
yeah, you can use it. You can buy houses and cars.
But that's what I'm saying is that, like, if you want to start, because, like, $1 billion, literally, like, Twitter was bought by Elon Musk for 44 of those.
Yeah.
So, like, if you want to buy a company and you capped at $1 billion, it's going to be kind of hard. Also, not to mention that most of that value is in the share value that these people have from the companies that they built up. So they just have a shit ton of shares. That's how Elon Musk was fucking rich. He would just, like, he would hop in these companies, like, build them up, right? Help with whatever the hell he's doing, sell them, and then get, like, another company. And that's how he got SpaceX, and that's how he got Tesla.
Like the guy in Pretty Woman.
Yeah, Elon Musk is just the guy from Pretty Woman. Makes sense. But yeah, I just, like, as long as you're doing shit with it, like, that's the big thing. The one thing that I hate is, like, is when the government gets rich, because it's like if you made Google. Like, you gotta be rich. Everyone's gonna fucking use it. Like, the least you can do is be rich for the rest of your life. But, like, if you're making legislation, right, then you shouldn't be rich. You shouldn't be rich. And there should be, like, an age limit.
Don't get me started on the old people running this fucking country. There should be no reason why anybody over retirement age is able to fucking have any... It's just like being a young... You regress mentally when you get old, and if young people can't fucking vote, then neither can old people. You should have to take rigorous testing the moment you hit retirement age to even see if you're viable enough to vote, let alone lead a country. 72 years old president. Despicable.
I think you should take a test to see, like, before, like, you can have kids. Do you remember Idiocracy? You remember that movie? You never saw Idiocracy? It's fucking hilarious. So it's just this movie that was in, like, the 2000s or whatever, and it's all about this guy that gets sent into the future, but the problem is that, like, all of the dumb fucks just breeded like crazy. And then none of the smart people breeded because they were too busy arguing about being smart. So years in the future, like, whole society is, like, ridiculous, and everyone's dumb, and, like, it just happens to come from, like, all these dumb people, like, breeding. But the thing is, there's always going to be dumb people breeding. The dumb people breed the most.
That's all they know how to do.
That's all they do is breed. Because it's, it's a lot easier to do this than to like go out and like
think.
Go after your dreams. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm dumb, and I feel like if I didn't pass that test, I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, damn, dude, I can't fuck now.
Or you have to get snipped.
Or I get snipped. But I don't know. It all just kind of comes down to like old people in the first place, And that's exactly why, if you're old, you should buy Blue Chew, because for your penis, this is the most important thing.
Please sponsor us,
dude. They're gonna be like, they're trying too hard. They're trying too hard. We don't want you, Blue Chew. We don't. You need us.
Fuck you guys.
You need us. Just kidding. We need you.
Yeah, we need each other.
Anyway,
the real Blue Chew was the friends we made along the way.
Exactly. The Blue Chew isn't about hard dicks. Blue Chew isn't about gore glops. Blue Chew isn't about crazy people and being abducted by aliens. Blue Chew is about friendship and love and the love that you give your wife in order to save your marriage.
Because she bought you Manscaped for Christmas.
Exactly. So, that's the bundle deal that we got going on right now.
Put in code PodDre.
Code PodDre has a hard dick, and you'll get 25% off now on the Manscaped Blue Chew bundle. And if you want to do some gambling on the side, no, just kidding, too much.
The Jack Pocket app is awesome.
Right. All right, guys. We talked about gore gloss. We talked about society. We talked a little dating there. I don't think we did, actually.
I can't really remember.
I don't remember what we were talking about, but we talked about it all. And
always.
As always.
Do you like my haircut?
Oh, yeah.
Bae got a haircut.
Bae got the cut.
I got a foot off my hair.
I like your cut, G. All right, with that, just letting you guys know, every Thursday we're going to be coming out with episodes, and that's right, from this point on, every Thursday, you're going to find this shit. And listen, we need your help more than ever to comment, share, subscribe, like. You mentioned it. We need this on all of our videos, including our TikToks, including our Reels, including on our Instagram and everything. Because we're starting this podcast from the bottom up. And in Joe Rogan's words, I wouldn't recommend anybody start a podcast now because there are just way too many. Speaking of overpopulation. Okay? So, please go on.
But that doesn't apply to us.
No, we're making it.
Yeah, we're way better.
And we go to Milan. And Paris.
And New York.
And nothing else. So before anything else is said, we're going to end this podcast. We love you guys so much. Please share our stuff. Let us know what other stuff that we should talk about. Any suggestions, we're open to it now because in the future we're going to be balling and we're not going to be able to sift through all of the comments, you know what I mean? Because we're just going to be too famous. We're going to be...
Start joining the OG crew now. OG fans. So, you'll be able to brag that you liked us before anybody else.
Exactly. So, we love you guys. We hope you have a good night. And PodDre out.